So did you text me the itinerary?
The what?
I'm not saying I want to prep, but I should at least, like, if you reference a link.
I shared it with you.
You did?
I shared the document.
How? How did you share it? What platform?
Google Docs.
Oh, okay.
We're live. Welcome. Episode 3. Good, not great. A mostly Minnesota sports podcast. This is awesome because I got two of you. We got Chunky Salsa and we got Sodie up in here.
Chunky salsa.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that started.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
A guest left a bunch of groceries behind, and one of it was an extra chunky salsa. And in that moment, we looked at each other, and we knew.
It just makes sense.
We absolutely knew.
Chunky salsa.
This is going to be great. We're going to go over a whole bunch of things. Time's going to fly. Can't wait for millions of people to listen again. Or what was it, 115?
128, I thought I saw.
Nice.
I was pumped.
Haven't checked it, but that's great.
Thank you, everybody.
Appreciate the views. All right, well, let's jump right into it. Dakota, how you doing?
Living the dream, buddy.
Back at work after a nice, cushy week-long vacation?
Yeah, took a trip up to Lambeau Field. That was beautiful. I know there's a hate there, but...
It's a little sacrilege here, but Lambeau Field is an amazing stadium.
Yeah, it was great. Lily got to see it for the first time, too, walk on the field. All week she was saying, go, Pack, go, but we get in the moment and she frees us up, and...
You still got a great pick out of it.
That's a 2-year-old for you, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Good.
Sodie?
I'm still reeling. I forgot that you briefly mentioned that we have a Packer fan on the podcast.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel sitting so close?
Well, luckily, I'm just trying to log into my Gmail.
It's tough.
So it kind of hit me at like a stray bullet. It's a flesh wound. Hasn't quite sank in yet. But you know me. I like both sides of every debate.
I did my best to prep you. I told you. I said careful.
Prep. Is that word again?
You had a hell week with your football team. What was the result?
Well, we had, because what I talked to you last, we were, what, 3-1?
You said you had 3 games in 7 days, and I think you got one more of those to go.
Yeah, the last one Saturday. We had the first one Saturday. We won. Another defense back. They all are just great. That one was like 12-6.
Take the credit, Mr. D coordinator.
Absolutely. It was. Oh, I got to watch my buzzwords. I think I said absolutely a lot last episode. So
you're already critiquing yourself.
That's a but. Well,
Good.
You took it seriously. Why can't I?
Appreciate it.
Last night, back to Minnetonka, big team, big boys, 7-0. They scored in the first quarter. We got dejected, but came back, and it was constant 4 and out, 4 and out, 4 and out. Every inch had to be earned, and we just came up a little short. There were 2 penalties we got I've never heard of, and I'm a rule stickler. Assisting the running back, because our guy got stopped at the line. These are 7th graders, mind you. And so he's just sitting there churning his legs, chopping. We're like, push him. So 3 guys grab him, push him over the end zone line. Ref throws a flag.
Really?
Can't do that.
So no tush push for 7th graders.
Yep. And yeah, that was my
doing?
face too. We got to get a live stream in here. Exact reaction all the coaches had. And my head coach, Eric, is very up on the rules too. And he immediately said, show me that one. Show me assisting the running back.
Was it in there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Minnetonka must have added it. This is the Lake Minnetonka Athletic Association, so
It's their rules.
every game's a whole field advantage.
And you got one more to go?
Yeah, one more to go. But the second one, I finally got my linebackers. Remember, we can't blitz.
Mm-hmm.
But my linebacker made a tackle 2 yards behind the line, inside the box. Once the ball's outside of the tackles, you can. It's a screwed-up league design. Yeah. It's just like the NFL, completely rigged for offense. But I've turned it into a 7, 6, or 8-point game every week, and they hate it.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
One more to go.
Well, good luck there. Glad at least the defensive side is showing up. Well done. Well, let's get right into the Vikes. It was another 1-score game against the Kansas City Taylor Swifts.
Hey, she wasn't there.
Yeah, no, too good for the Twin Cities, I suppose. That's fine.
She could have been in the cheap seats. In disguise.
Incognitus.
Yeah. Josh Hartnett does that all the time.
Hiding in plain sight. Well, good for her. This way she didn't have to escape in a hot dog cart. I think was rumored last time.
Are you talking about the 68 Chevelle that they left with? That was one of the coolest cars. Travis Kelce went 2 notches back up in my book.
I did not see it.
Oh, when they snuck out the back, black classic muscle car.
Very cool.
No license plate.
No, you don't
of course
need that.
not. Unmarked.
They see the driver. Oh, it's Travis Kelce.
Yeah. He does what he wants. Yeah.
Good point.
Get home safe, Travis.
Another game where I'll say we not totally beat ourselves, but just shooting ourselves in the foot. Multiple drives again. So many drops. Another fumble, first play of the game. Man, you open it up. Big game against the Chiefs. Opening drive. Come on. First play.
Well, especially after you preach ball security all week at practice.
And KOC said it. He says, we're going to continue to preach it. At what point are we just psyching them out? And everyone's just thinking about it
It's
now.
a head game. It's Carlson all over again trying to kick.
Sure. Total head game.
The one thing you think about someone barreling down at you, don't drop this ball, don't drop this ball, don't drop this ball. Increases your chances.
So we fumbled again. We are 1-4. JJ is out for 4 weeks. We'll get into that. And as bleak as it looked last week, even after a decent win against the daunting Carolina Panthers.
Hey,
It's looking even
Thielen's
worse
a
this
gym
week.
rat. You know, that guy's
He's
great
looking
route
great.
runner.
He's looking great.
And we shut him down.
We did.
He only got, 10 catches for 140 yards?
I don't think quite that, but it was a good game.
He had a good game.
I want to being 1-4. I want to bring up this quote from fearless leader Quessy. This competitive rebuild thing. The quote goes, "The goal is to win in the present while building for the future." He went on to say that kind of opens up more opportunities for a Super Bowl.
It's also impossible, right?
Well, the results aren't there. Last year, I suppose, we lost talent. The lack of talent shows so much. So at what point, and I know we've talked about this both shows now, and I think it's becoming more and more true, a competitive rebuild isn't working with the lack of talent that we have, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So, and now we don't have JJ. Tank.
Yeah. I'll let you go, Chunk. So,
No, I mean, you can't tank in the NFL. It's five.
I get it.
Yep.
It's 5 weeks in, right? Mm-hmm. Realistically, you look at the rest of you still have 12 games. The Vikings, theoretically, could do 8-4, possibly.
There is a soft part of the schedule coming up.
Yeah, big time.
San Francisco?
After San Fran.
Yeah, I mean, there's
who's
a-
after San Fran?
Starting with the Packers.
Yeah, there's a bunch of games in there. I mean,
Packers?
bunch of
that's
soft
fine.
games.
Bunch of soft games. 2 against the Packers, no big deal. But no, realistically, 8-4. You're on the cusp of playoffs, but that circles back to the whole competitive rebuild, right? What's the point if you're not going to get to the bowl, not have a real chance at winning the Super Bowl?
I agree. And I don't want to watch a tanking team all season long.
There's other football on. There's tons of games. I watched 2 different teams last Sunday. I think
I
I'll
managed to
probably
watch
do
the
that this
Vikings
Sunday.
and then as much other games as I can.
I entered that Vikings game actually with optimism. Like, let's turn around right here. KOC, show us. Prove
As
it.
did I.
Yep. And first play. I spent the next 6 hours making a batch of elk chili.
You turned it off after the first play?
I put my time and attention into something that would love me back. And that was not that franchise that day.
Was it the elk chili?
It was the chili. That crock pot and I had a great afternoon.
Gotcha. Hold on, we're going to backtrack just a little bit before we jump back into the Vikes. You guys didn't ask me how I'm doing.
I don't
Come
care.
on.
I don't know about you. I don't care.
I mean, it's
Can someone just ask?
How you doing?
Man, I went to the gym again. I got a gym membership.
That's right.
Feels great. It's my favorite antidepressant.
If you didn't have so much free time, this podcast would take off a little faster.
Thanks. We'll get there.
Anyway,
It's a process.
you went to the gym.
I went to the gym.
Good.
So I was going every other day, and then I went once in the last 2 weeks, and I went today. Had a complimentary personal trainer session set up. He had me doing squat jumps. This workout went so good. I feel so good
A squat jump.
that I
Wait, describe that again for me.
well, it's a squat jump, and
Just like no weights or nothing.
nope. So we're just doing reps at this point. But it was so good that I pooped.
like in front of the trainer.
Yeah. Not so. It was only
How-
it,
How
Come on.
much?
very little amount. Like I wasn't sure at the time.
Okay.
My mistake was I had chili before.
Oh, hey, chili. I was in a chilly mood. I get it.
Full circle.
It's chilly season.
It is. I wasn't sure. I got some whiffs throughout the workout.
Wait, at what point of the workout? Are we talking first? How long is the workout? And are we talking first 10 minutes?
Mostly when I was doing the crunches and I had to come up to my knees.
Oh, because your hips are staying in one spot.
Anyways, it was a great workout.
How much longer after you?
It was like 45 minutes.
How close is the trainer? Is he holding your feet during these crunches, or are these?
I will just say that I'm very thankful that I know this guy personally.
He was holding your feet during the crunches.
No,
You wouldn't subject him to that, I hope.
of course not.
Especially if you know the man.
I appreciate Nate.
Man.
I just wanted to get that in there.
Does Nate know now, or is he going to find out when he listens?
Good, not great's for a short story.
Well, I was going to say your
can't wait
workout
for
was good.
It took
not
2
great.
Good, not
episodes.
great. Exactly.
2 episodes.
Yep. Awesome.
Or 3, sorry.
Back to the Vikes. Thanks for asking how I'm doing, guys.
I might not ask next time, too.
Yeah, I mean it's
I think we
suspect
continue
now.
the not asking.
I don't blame you.
I'm just kidding.
Sure. The Vikings can't tank. I kind of want them to tank. Don't want to watch a tanking team. It's a weird.
I do. I'm all for it. I'm cool with that.
I just want something to happen.
It will.
So
Next year.
Yeah.
Dump everybody.
great. So let's jump right into it then. In an article on The Athletic written by Alec Lewis, implying that the Vikings just may need to trade Kirk. They may not have many options going forward. We need to start figuring out who that quarterback of the future is going to be if it's not going to be Kirk, because Kirk's getting up there in age. He's still awesome. He's still my captain, but there is no succession plan in place, and we are devoid of talent, heavily devoid of talent. And not only Kirk, Danielle Hunter. Sodie, you and I, for shits and gigs, briefly mentioned JJ.
Well, that's not going to happen. I mean,
No.
I agree. And it shouldn't happen.
so there's for sure JJ, Addison, Hawkinson, they're untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
You guys last week talked about Lewis Sign being a bust. He's on a rookie contract.
Wait a minute. Who?
He's going to get you on pronunciation.
Hang on. Who?
What's
Scene.
Scene? Sure. Well, that's right.
No, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool.
Thoughts and prayers.
Get your players right.
Your quarterback, Tove Love, right? He's killing it.
We can go with that.
Love.
Jordan Love.
I'm just kidding.
Fair point, though.
Anyways, he's on a rookie contract. You keep him. You see if he can turn it around and produce.
I love his college.
Problem
tape.
is he on his 3rd year and he's played 2 games? What? I feel like I haven't seen any of this Lewis Sign.
He just doesn't exist.
We know about the injuries.
My Madden
But
team
even when
does.
healthy, he has not been able to
balls.
make the team or make the starting position, I should say. I think he's 3rd string.
So let me ask you this, though. When you've seen him play, is he better than all these? Supposedly we have a ton of great safeties.
No.
So,
So,
are they
we-
not
we have-
swallowing
we
the
have-
pill that it was a bad pick?
We have depth. Oh, I think everyone kind of knows at this point.
Does he make the team when he needs a contract? Do we re-sign him?
I feel like he barely made the team this year.
Yeah. I
So maybe.
I feel like Quase's like, sorry, blew your leg up in London. And you had to spend he spent quite a while in London.
Yeah, he did. I remember that.
I hope hospitals are
Seasons
good
ago.
over there.
Gotta imagine.
Good health insurance.
So you can't. The no trade clause in Kirk's contract, he would have to okay it, which is probably why it's just not going to happen. But the article posed, well, the Vikings just need to figure something out and just kind of kickstart this thing, looking forward till next season.
I think he would. I think he would waive it as fast as he could right now.
Who would he waive it for?
Anybody.
No.
What? You don't think he'd go play for the Jets?
Maybe the Jets.
Okay.
Anybody though?
Okay,
All
so
31
who-
other teams.
Who needs a quarterback?
Jets.
Who's a contender that needs a quarterback?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
They're
They
a
got
contender?
They got a good defense. It's a very good defense. They got weapons.
I think if Kirk goes there, they're for sure a contender.
Exactly.
They got
I told people last year that I work with, Packer fans, by the way. But he's different. He was like born and raised in Wisconsin. I told him I want him to come on because he's the real Carl Gerbschmidt. But
Nice.
yeah. But I think I forgot what I was saying. Damn it.
Bad job. Kirk to the
Oh,
Jets.
yeah, when I was talking about Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets. Like that immediately makes that team. So I guess, but you guys don't because you guys are smart. You watch a lot of football. But a lot of people don't think, like, look at me. I'm not smart. I don't watch a lot of football. I didn't know Atlanta would be a contender. You telling me that Atlanta's a contender if Kirk goes there?
Had no idea.
I'm in. I bet he would.
I mean, contender. I think the upper echelon is the upper echelon right now, and there's a few teams, but
The favorites right now, it's San Fran.
They would be a tough out in the playoffs at least.
It's San Fran.
It's going to be San Fran and Philly, and it's going to be Chiefs, Buffalo. Maybe
Chiefs.
the Bengals figure it out.
Miami, but they.
I was going to say Miami. I think is third favorite for Vegas odds.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this: Kirk was posed the question: would you approve a trade?
When? How long ago?
This is recent in a press conference of Kirk's.
In between the last episode and now?
Yes.
Oh my God! Great grab.
We're current events, dude.
Man.
Let me finish.
Sorry.
And he said, just focused on going 1-0 this week. Worried about the Bears. A very Kirk answer.
Well, yeah. I mean, so it goes back to you guys have a soft schedule coming up. If Kirk believes there's a chance to do it here, he's not going to want to leave.
I could be wrong. I'm 99%
Dallas.
sure that he has.
Sorry, Dallas.
That's a great point. Dak
Prescott
sucks.
blows
Dak
his leg
sucks.
out.
Yep.
Or they just admit you're not good. Kirk Cousins
That's
on
coming
Dallas.
at some point this year. That is coming at some point this year.
Keandre cannot wait for Captain Kirk in Dallas.
Shout out our buddy Keandre. You know you would love Kirk.
You would love that man.
Everyone says.
And his Creed minivan.
Yes, exactly. That's a good point.
Detroit.
No,
No,
Goff's
dude,
good.
Goff's insane right now. He's the number one quarterback in the league right now.
Injuries happen.
Rating-wise.
Injuries happen.
All right, well, that's a big if. It's a big if. So sure, maybe there's a few teams, but I'm pretty positive he said this is where he wants to finish his career. This is where he enjoys having his family. So maybe he doesn't. So maybe you're talking out of your butt, Sodie.
Well,
Just admit it. It's fine. But I agree.
so
For certain teams, he might say, let's do it. I only have a couple more years. If he really wants that Super Bowl, there are a handful of teams that could use Kirk Cousins to have a chance at a Super Bowl.
realistically, it would take. See, Dallas jumps out at me. An O-line. I bet Kirk Cousins looks at the idea of playing 1 year of football behind an O-line that can block for him like heaven on earth.
Your lack of watching is coming out again. The Vikings have a good O-line this year.
Okay, I don't think so. I did watch a lot of that Vikings game.
And good is like 15 to 10-ish in the league.
So middle of the road.
Yeah.
You know what the best of the lousiest is, and the lousiest of the best?
Average.
Yeah.
Sure.
Come on.
Quit referencing K-Fan. We're going to have to pay out.
If we demand more and more for producing less
Stop
and
it.
less.
So maybe there's a few teams he would do it for if the season continues going the way it is. Bringing in JJ, we've heard from KOC, KJ Osborne can fit seamlessly into Jefferson's role. Man, is that bullshit.
Yeah.
He's had a little case of the drops this year. I just haven't really seen him showing up. Addison looks clearly better.
So, he's completely solidified. At the draft, I even told Amber, I said, she's like, who do you think we take? Amber loves the draft now, which I'm pumped about.
It's great.
I'm like, I really do want Addison. I said, it's not what we need, but it's sexy.
Just extra weapons?
He
No.
it'd be fun.
I would have been fine with defense, but I love Addison.
And
Addison looks great.
If he turns out to be a top 20 wide receiver, you got him for pennies on the dollar.
For the next few years, for sure.
Rookie wideouts are proven success for a lot of teams.
Especially us.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I don't think either way, it's a huge deal not having JJ in the lineup. You don't have to say it, but it just makes it harder to win now. With the Niners coming up.
Yeah. I think we should.
And then it gets a little bit softer. So maybe it's the middle of the schedule where we really figure it out. And not only Kirk, but again, Danielle Hunter and whoever else, they're just going to have to start looking at it really seriously.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think you mentioned Dallas earlier for a quarterback need. They'll take Harrison Smith from you in a second.
No, they can't.
dump him. It's good for Harrison.
No,
It's good for him.
no.
Let
Got
him win
to.
a bowl.
Stop it.
Dude, we've watched this team enough to know at some point you cheer for guys to leave because they deserve it. Harrison,
He deserves
tell me
it.
he does. Yeah, you love him
Hall
more
of
than
Famer.
I do.
Hall of Famer.
First ballot.
Hope so.
Zuko.
Hope so. But sure, he could absolutely help a contender, too. So
Package deal.
it's
Kirk, Hitman,
for
draft picks.
picks, right?
Yeah.
That's what we
it.
want. That's what we
That's
would
it.
need.
Yep.
Mhm.
Dude, dump everybody. I remember when the average age of the Vikings was like 23. with like EJ, Chad Greenway, Ben Lieber. Shout out Ben Lieber. I know you're going to listen.
He coaches in
He
the same
coaches
league.
in my league.
Cool.
He's kind of cool. He's
You know who Ben Lieber is?
he's an
No.
Edina
Former
guy.
Vikings linebacker, Chargers linebacker, is now
Ben, I did not
in
invite
media.
the guy who doesn't know who you are. I did not invite him, but he's
Ben.
kind of cool.
I know.
Anyways.
I'm that guy.
That's fine.
No, it's cool. But I'll fill you in. You'll meet him. We'll chat. We'll go out
Totally
to dinner.
fine.
Yep.
So it's bleak for the Vikes, but maybe we can have fun in seeing what's going to happen because something's got to change. That's going to happen in the next few weeks here, I would imagine, or at least things will become more clear.
Do you gamble on sports right now?
My wife forbids me.
Oh,
Just
wow.
kidding. I actually talked her into we'll bet on Super Bowls and stuff. It's a slippery slope.
Do you?
I
I'm sorry.
distance.
Chunky Salsa hit so hard I forgot your first name.
It's Dakota.
Dakota. What do you want? Dak? You want Chunk?
Whatever you
All
want,
the
man.
above.
It's all good.
All the above.
Dak Chunk. Do you gamble?
All the time. It's a problem.
No, it's not a problem because I want to know what platform to do it on.
Oh, I
But when
do
you're
it on
talking
Sleeper.
about the rest of the season, real fast, Bears next, win or loss.
I don't even know anymore. And that's only because of what the Bears have done the last 2 weeks. They've been against bad teams, and I still don't have faith in Justin Fields, even though he's put on the last 2 weeks.
I think you lose to Chicago.
Who's
So do I.
who's a home team?
It's the Bears.
I'll give it to the Bears.
All right, so Niners in Minnesota Monday night.
Blowout.
Yeah. Packers.
We beat the Packers.
We know what you think, Dak.
No, you guys probably win that game.
I think
unless
we beat the
Jordan
Packers.
Love show something.
I don't.
Aaron Rodgers came out and support.
Well, yeah, and
So
here,
give us some
You guys
time.
have a great secondary, though.
and here's the thing,
RELAX.
right? Like, so the Packers are the youngest team in the league.
Mhm.
It's really Jordan Love's rookie year, and Aaron Rodgers threw 3 interceptions in multiple games his first season.
I saw a little infographic. Brett Favre's first 5 games, 2-3.
Yeah.
Rodgers' first 5 games, 2-3. Jordan
It's-
Love, first 5 games, 2-3.
Love it.
You know,
Love,
it's going to be a low season all year long.
Hey, well, Aaron is following the prophecy. You know that, right? He will be in purple next season. You know what the prophecy is, right? You leave Green Bay. You have a weird year with the Jets. Sending pictures, snapping ankles.
Show a few people your wiener.
You do some wild stuff, have a good time, and then you come home and you're purple Jesus, and we go down to the bayou and F some stuff up.
And then you throw across your body and lose a chance at the Super
Did you
Bowl.
see that censorship there where I said F instead of the swear word?
Appreciate it.
Because I found out your mother sold me out, told my mom about this podcast. Yeah.
We
by
need the
way.
moms. We need the moms
I know,
carrying
but-
carrying the social media weight.
I wanted to sharpen my sword a little bit as far as vocabulary. I didn't know mom was going to
There's a limited amount of F words, or we can still be PG-13.
Really?
Yeah, you
Well,
get
let's
like
try.
one.
Yeah,
South Park
we
test
did.
that
We
limit.
did one last week. So well done.
We only did one?
It was you,
I feel like I did 6.
maybe.
In your head.
Anyways,
I didn't listen to the end much. Love you, Ma.
So we'll yeah, appreciate it, moms. We'll see what happens with the Vikes. But they're no bueno right now. On to the rest of the NFL. Speaking of Jordan Love, their cornerback Jair Alexander had an interesting quote, and you just gotta wonder if he's calling out whether it's Mr. Love himself or the entire offense, probably the entire offense. But for the sake of having fun, we're gonna pretend that's not the case. Jair Alexander had a quote along the lines of, "Obviously, we just need to not allow any points at all if we want a chance at winning."
Well, that's what good defense
Wait a minute. As a defensive coordinator, what a concept. My God. No points at all.
Nobody thought of this?
You'd win every game.
Dakota, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, right?
Mhm.
Offense wins games, defenses win championships.
Okay.
So he
Nailed
shouldn't
it.
be giving up points.
Is he calling out the offense? Is he calling out Mr. Love?
If he is, that's a poor decision for all the reasons I just listed.
He's got a big mouth. He's flexed it before.
You know, I'll play devil's advocate. I don't think Jair's the best cornerback in the league. I actually don't like him that much.
I think he's overrated.
He's probably going to listen.
I think he's overrated. He's good, not great.
I haven't seen a whole lot of tape. His PR team has made me believe he's great.
I still give him a great. Anyways, keep going.
Do we do that every time?
No, we
Do
don't
you
need
want me to fit that in?
No, that's all right. It's
You
just no. Whenever we see the opportunity,
Okay.
it was right in front of me there. So, do you think he was calling out his quarterback Sodie or the offense in general, or what do you get from that?
That's head coach, man. Matt LaFleur is an offensive guy, right?
I love LaFleur.
I do too.
His system is great.
Is it?
Yes.
Then what's failing?
Jordan Love.
I want to hear from Dak Chunk.
No, I think
Is it
they're
low?
the youngest team in the league.
Yeah.
And there's going to be growing pains.
Hey, what did Kwesi once say about the future?
He said, "You're crazy."
Yeah.
I don't know. What did he
Do the
say?
sound effect. Do the sound.
Thanks.
Actually, what we need is a rim shot. We need a.
I forgot I had that.
You should probably label those.
Hey, real
They are
quick, just to
labeled.
test it out. Do you know how you can tell you're part of a dad joke?
This is going to be a dad joke.
The punchline becomes apparent.
That's satisfying.
The rim shot. I got to remember where that one is.
All right. I think he's calling out the quarterback. And yeah, probably too early to do so. I don't think that's good of him. I'm also not the biggest fan of Jair.
I operate on a system, again, with seventh graders, some of the most negative people you'll ever interact with in your life. I tell them immediately, get that negativity off my field and off my team.
Good.
If somebody says, hey, man, you blew that coverage out there, be like, hey, constructively, if I was you, next time I'd maybe not just abandon the deep route and look at a scrambling quarterback like a piece of bacon. I said, so we offer advice. If you see a problem, offer a solution. Don't just complain.
Man, I wish I could get my employees at work to do that.
Born to be a coach.
Hire me.
We need him at the hotel.
Hire me. I'm just kidding. I love my job. Love my job. My boss listens. Brandon, super cool dude.
Good.
He's at the Twins game tonight. Oh, I should text him.
Oh,
my
we were
God.
gonna. Yeah, I was gonna have that going.
Oh, you don't want to look at the score.
Come on, really?
It's not good. I'm going to act like I didn't see it. Because he was talking about Royce Freeman, and on the way here, all I heard was Royce Freeman. Donger. Like,
Roy,
It's
Who?
3-2
Royce Lewis.
bottom of the sixth.
Thank you.
Royce Lewis. Sorry.
what is it?
3-2 bottom of the sixth.
We're
Wait,
down.
We're still in it.
Down one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got a decent start out of our guy, Mr. Ryan, which I know some people were concerned about. Cool.
Autocorrect
Anyway,
just screwed me over.
super pumped about the gay man. Go Twins.
I said, super pumped you're at the game. Go Twins.
You got to send that.
Yeah, send it as is.
Super pumped about the gay man. Go Twins.
Autocorrected Chunky's name instead of Dakota. Autocorrected to Density.
I mean, I'll take that.
So I feel like there's another
We got to put a V
nickname
in
in
front
there
of that.
somewhere. Yeah.
Dakota, the Density, Chunky Salsa, last name,
Real.
single syllable.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
Good. Rest of
Wait,
the
Dakota
NFL.
real? How'd you not end up a country singer, NASCAR driver, or quarterback? Seriously.
Fair question.
Dude, first round draft pick out of the University of North Dakota. Dakota real?
Yep.
Or opening tonight for Zach Bryan? Dakota real.
Nailed it.
Alternate universe.
I'm looking up his entire discography.
Yeah,
on the
we
way to
need
the
those
concert.
goggles from Rick and Morty where they show your alternate selves and alternate
Oh,
realities.
dude, Midnight Gospel. It's a whole show about that. Have you seen that?
Heard of it?
Midnight Gospel.
Cool.
Everyone, in the younger era, I should say, Mom, do not watch Midnight Gospel. Now that I know you listen to this show, not every recommendation is for every audience member. But Midnight Gospel, great show on Netflix.
Good.
It's actually a podcast that somebody illustrates after they make the episode.
Nice.
Very Andy Warholish.
Ooh.
Mm.
I might
say.
do that. That sounds great. Rest of the NFL. It's a couple little tidbits. Panthers head coach. His name is slipping away from me.
Frank Reich.
Ron Rivera.
Appreciate it. Yep. Frank Reich. Commanders now, Sodie. Come on. So,
No hesitation, my boss just said, gay man, question mark, let's effing go.
he's ready. Good.
Way to maintain the intensity.
No
Brandon.
wrong answers. Love it. Anyways.
He doesn't think we're out of it. Dakota.
Yeah, we're not.
He's enthusiastic.
3 innings to go. Panthers head coach. He heavily implied that ownership had a strong hand in who they took number 1 overall. Sodie, we talked about this briefly. Whether C.J. Stroud maybe should have gone first now that we have the gift of hindsight. Do you think, Dakota, we'll start with you, should that be the case? Should that ever be the case? Should the ownership have any type of thing deciding the draft picks?
Absolutely not. You're paying a general manager, our president of operations, tons of money to make these decisions. Why would you not let them do their job?
I'm with you. I think that's crossing the line. But maybe it's his team. He paid for it. He can do whatever he wants. Sodie? God damn.
What? Hang on. Real quick.
Just had to get your whiskey.
Yeah, well, no, listen. You got to warn me. If you had me signed up to say this is such a...
I completely
Again,
forgot to
I'm
preface
new to
you.
the structure
I forgot
and
to
the
preface you.
professionalism that you bring to this show.
I want you to play devil's advocate. You're the owner of a football team.
Let me
and
get
you-
my Google Docs so you don't scorn me any
And you
longer.
want a guy.
Tisk.
You want a guy. This is your football team. You shell out the money. You pay the coaches. You pay everyone. Pay the front office. Would you want to say in your draft pick, or would you trust who you hired?
If I'm who?
The owner.
Of the team?
Yes.
No.
Trust who you hired?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
God,
Right.
there's another one of buzzwords. Not 100%, not absolutely.
You can say
Yes.
'em.
I would trust who I hired.
It's who you are,
When
dog.
people own, let's say, a car dealership, right?
Yep.
You can go on vacation for 2 weeks. There is a situation every day that probably requires your attention. But if you hire the right people, you're on vacation, you come back, your business runs smoothly, and you just get to sit back and watch them go.
Yeah.
So it's a no-no. Agreed. So I'm interested to see how this plays out now that CJ Stroud looks a lot better than Bryce Young. And Bryce Young doesn't
You know what?
necessarily look bad.
You know what? Looking back, as myself, though, if I were to own a business, it'd be different. And now that I'm thinking about it, like, yeah.
Okay.
I
gonna
would
change
be
it?
in that
You-
room.
You're going to change your opinion?
You remember the movie what is it?
Draft
With Kevin Costner.
Draft.
Yeah.
Draft Day. Yeah, he's not the owner, right? He's the GM.
He's
Yeah.
GM.
I'd be the owner that fires a GM 2 or 3 times a draft, probably.
You're Jerry Jones. You're the owner and GM.
Yes. Yep. Yes.
But
Because
then that's
Jerry,
fine.
Jerry probably has a say in who they pick, right?
Absolutely, he does.
Right? Mhm.
But he's that guy.
Yeah.
Carolina's owner, whoever it is, isn't that guy.
Sure.
And now the head coach is like, sweet, great. I have this quarterback who
Yeah, I'd be definitely.
is
I'd be
meh.
Jerry Jones.
This is also kind of hindsight
Dang, now I don't hate
because
Jerry Jones that much anymore.
this is also kind of hindsight because it was always kind of Bryce Young. He was kind of the consensus. It took a little bit to get there, but it was always heavily implied. But maybe that's just because the owner just had his mind made up.
Well, yeah, that's. I mean,
Didn't
that's
a
who
bunch
they
of people
wanted.
say Will Levis was going to be really good?
We don't know yet. But yes, people said that.
Well, you seem pretty quick to judge Stroud.
Because he's looked great.
Oh, sorry, the other one then.
Because he's looked mediocre.
Has Will Levis?
He has
He
not
hasn't
played.
Well, then we'll see.
That's what I said.
I,
Good.
listen, agree to disagree.
Yeah, no, I think Will's going to be great. He was one of my fantasy pickups.
You're a believer.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's on my Washington Commanders Madden team,
Nice.
3rd string. I gave Wilson the start, Matt Stafford too.
So you're not reinforcing your point.
Well, he's got a lot to prove digitally.
Yeah,
Agreed.
you know, facial expressions, right?
Yes.
You listened, Dakota.
All that. Very nice.
Salsa's all right by me.
And I just thought this was funny. After the Niners blew out the Cowboys, we don't need that. So Micah Parsons said, "Nope, we beat ourselves." And then he was asked, "So what about last week against the Cardinals? We beat ourselves that week too." Which I thought was funny. And then Debo kind of fires back. And this all came from a shirt that George Kittle was wearing
was
that
great.
that said "F the Cowboys."
Fantastic shirt.
F
Yep.
Dallas. F Dallas.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, the
F
whole
Dallas?
town, not
Yeah,
just the
I mean,
organization.
they scored a
Yeesh.
touchdown. He ripped up his jersey, showed everyone. It was
I
beautiful.
missed that. I
There
just
are
thought
people-
I thought he
there are
worked at the
people
game
with
or
small
something.
businesses that their parents handed down in Dallas that are affected by that shirt. I'd rally
So
up
maybe
Dallas.
so maybe Micah has a point. Anyways, Debo Samuel fired back. He said it was already personal. 42-10. I don't think you want to see us again. It might be a little bit worse. And I love that because the Niners, in my opinion, are head and shoulders the best team in the league right now. I don't think the Chiefs
even
hold a
close.
candle to them right now. And Dallas, as long as Dak is their quarterback, will be frauds.
Not for long, Kirky.
That'd be something. That would be something.
Do we become Dallas fans then? Because I'm such a fan of Kirk as a person.
To an extent, yeah, he's my captain. Love Kirk. Always love Kirk.
Gross.
Come on.
Dallas or Kirk?
Dallas.
And
No, I love
and-
Colts.
and
What about
so-
Creed though? And how do you feel about minivans? You have kids, right?
Yeah.
How many?
One.
One?
One and done.
So you won't need a minivan.
Absolutely not. SUV all the
I
way.
might just want one though.
Dude, so
No.
one of Monty's friends' dads has a minivan, and it's like a Toyota Sienna SEL or something like that. It's a private jet, 4 inches off the ground.
Yeah.
And on the back it says, "I'm still cool." Just for reassurance. He is a super cool dad too, but I remember looking at it and I'm like, man, maybe I should get a minivan, but
Some of them are really nice.
no, man, just get a Suburban, something big,
What do you have?
Yukon XL.
Suburban.
Anything with XL on it, let's go. Except for T-shirts, watching what I eat.
Last, yep. Yeah, Mr. Slim Down recently. Congrats. Here, I'm going to do this for you because you seriously have trimmed down.
Thanks, man. Yeah, when your doctor says, hey, I don't want you to go on a diet, I just don't want you to die yet, you listen.
Good.
And he's like, so quit drinking,
everybody listens.
smoking, or eating bread and sugar. So bread and sugar were out of the house that day. God,
Well done.
I don't need those.
Well
I don't need a
done.
hot dog without a bun.
Again, that's some serious resolve.
Yeah.
Good job, Sodie. One more bit about the NFL. And I think you'll be a little bit passionate about this one because you're a bit of a Patriots fan.
I'm passionate about things I got a passion for.
You respect the dynasty.
Oh, yeah. Bill Belichick.
As do I. Reports this week came out about Robert Kraft potentially considering canning Bill frickin' Belichick.
So he's going to lose a GM, too.
Can you do that with what he has accomplished as a coach? Can you do that? Or do you let him retire a Patriot no matter how crap they are? And they're crap right now. What do you do?
I'll tell you this right now. If Bill Belichick does lose his job, it's because Bill Belichick decided he wanted to stop coaching. It's not up to Robert Kraft anymore. That's Bill's team. Bill says, just like we talked about earlier, Robert Kraft is the sit back, collect a check type guy. Bill Belichick was the first and only GM head coach.
He looks at those checks at the massage parlor.
Dude, he was stressed. Anyway.
It's fine.
It's Miami.
Yeah. Great.
Was it in Miami?
I think so.
Of course it
A
was.
division rival. What a saucy old man.
I'm telling you.
Anyway.
So you don't think can't. With what he's accomplished, that would be
I'm saying if
stupid.
it happens, it's because Bill wanted it. And I totally believe that Bill might be arrogant enough to say, oh my God, this team's trash. I better just bail out. It might not be good for 10 years. I'm out of here. I've made so much money. I'm first ballot Hall of Famer. They'll build statues of me across the country.
He's creeping up the wins total. Does he want to get a few more under his belt to
Who's he
reach?
chasing? Shuma?
Shula
Don Shula?
and another one. He's third right now.
Probably Todd Landry.
Let me ask you this. How many seasons does it take? Because if it's over 5 seasons to get the wins on a team that gets 7 wins a year, maybe, he's out.
Stretching it this year. Yeah, maybe.
If it's over,
Maybe after this
or
year,
I
he
should say
just
over 5
rides
seasons,
out into the
he's out.
sunset before it gets too much worse.
Because he's what, 72?
Dakota?
He's pretty old. I think if he gets fired, air quotes, like if he truly gets fired, I think the boss move there is to say, F you, I'm going to the Jets, back to the Jets to beat the Patriots.
And then the Jets
Whoa.
GM is like, sorry, Rob. It's
Wow.
Bill. You've done great.
Yeah.
You looked amazing on Hard Knocks. We're going to bring in Bill.
Josh Wilson wins 6 Super Bowls in a row.
Who?
Jeff.
Zach.
Man.
This guy.
There's
This is what happens when you correct me.
There's
Yeah,
a Josh
exactly.
Wilson. Yep. Instant karma.
You can't
I'm
fire Bill.
flabbergasted after I lost my
It's his decision.
place and forgot my
It's
job.
his decision. That's all we got for the NFL, which brings up fantasy, the best part about the NFL, especially when my team is good and the Vikings suck.
Is your
Who,
team good?
Well, not in our league, okay? But in my other leagues, in the leagues I'm in with Sodie, great team. Who'd you guys add this week? Do you add any saucy waiver wire pickups? It's kind of barren.
Yeah, there's no one.
You didn't add anyone. You didn't even look.
I drafted the team I drafted because I wanted them. It's
many-
not my fault.
This is the no trades guy, right?
It's the no trades guy. I told
think
him.
I had one.
You're going to have to pull that one so far out of your butt.
Kula. I think it was Kula.
There's no way.
I'll find out.
Highly doubt that.
I
So you didn't add anyone, Dakota?
I had to pick up Osborne because
Just in case?
So you believe in
I
him.
saw you was out there.
Well, I have JJ.
That's true. Yep. Good point.
Thank you. by
Yeah,
the way,
trade.
for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So our league
Okay.
with our dads.
Yep.
Who took JJ? Packer fan. Your dad.
Yeah, my dad.
What
He's
is-
a Packers fan.
Man.
You know, he's
JJ's the best.
Just
He's
so you
not
know, we
biased.
never felt that way about Donald Driver.
Oh, I love Donald Driver though.
Someone over there loved Jordy Nelson.
Jordy Nelson, one of my all-time faves.
He's really a Packers fan. Don't
I'm
let him
not.
trick you.
Shut up.
He's not, because bullying works. We talked about that.
Dakota, please. Yeah, we did. Dakota, please continue. You got KJ.
No, that was it. I mean, again,
It's kind of
there's no one
barren.
out there.
I know, seriously, especially in Dynasty, but even in our redraft, there's nothing right now. Some things that I thought we kind of brought this up. Who steps up with JJ out? Can KJ, as was said, seamlessly fit in? Hell no, it's JJ. He can't. No one can seamlessly fit into a JJ role. I think it's. I think Hawkinson's role kind of stays the same. I think maybe Powell gets some more opportunities. He's who came in once JJ went down. But I'm really excited to see Jordan Addison though. I think it's all Addison.
So if you look at it, Addison's only been playing when you guys are running 3 wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
So KJ's already been the number 2.
He's got more snaps.
So I think JJ's 11 targets really get split between KJ, Addison, and Hawkinson. I do think Hawkinson immediately becomes probably maybe tight end 1 rest of the year.
For fantasy?
Don't tell Sodie that.
Hey,
I'm trying to trade.
Remember
for
that
him.
trade you were talking about?
Yeah, I'm trying to give you the number
Not
1 tight end
gonna
right now, and
happen.
Sam Laporta.
Who?
Sam Laporta, the number 1 tight end.
Is that Detroit guy?
You don't know shit.
Is that
But
Detroit?
Is that like straight up?
He's a
Or what
lion.
else-
No,
what else are you giving him?
that's not on the table anymore.
I want Jameer Gibbs and Dan Campbell. I want the head coach in my flex.
Yeah, you
Just
don't,
a
Dan.
flex.
Yeah,
He's a lion.
Dan Campbell, when you
100%.
listen, huge fan.
Pretty
Huge
sure his name's is his name Dan?
Yeah.
Don?
Dan. It's
Dan?
Dan. He's right there. He's got that one.
We're all questioning
no,
it now.
it's his favorite coach.
I emulate a lot of my coaching style from Dan Campbell.
Right.
Censored.
Well, good.
We actually the refs had to talk to my boys on the line the other night about profanity.
Who's cussing?
That's fantastic.
You know, it's the good ones.
For sure.
It's the animals.
Are they learning it from you?
No.
Come on.
No.
Good.
I use their lingo. I say IDK, TBH, on God, fam, no cap.
100.
Yeah, 100.
And they're just like, yeah.
They'll be
Come
like,
on, guys.
hey, man, I got blown up. And I'll be like, shh, I can't do that. Sheesh. I'll say, yeah, thank you. That vocal cord's dead.
Is that on the practice field every day?
No, actually. No.
I'm saying that lingo.
No. I'm very surprised.
That'd be funny, though.
Well, because I'm behind it. On God, fam, I'm behind the times. No cap.
Good.
What I'm saying right now, everyone in Monty look at me and go, what? That was like our dad's going, what's up? And be like, get out of here. That wasn't cool when our older brother was saying it.
You know who made that cool was Mr. Wayans, who we had pizza with because we coached his son.
Remember when I talked smack, Mom? I'm thinking about you. I talked smack about the difference between Deshaun Jackson and Jeremy Maclin. Both those names I said correctly.
Good.
And literally I said, well, Watson's got more talent, but Maclin is just more reliable, trustworthy. He's like, oh, really, man? I'm going to hang out with Deshaun after this. I'll let him know you said it. I'm like, please don't. Please.
I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
He's like,
That was
no,
great.
I'll call him. I'll call him. I'm like, come on.
Because he knew to shop.
Come on, Marlon.
That was amazing. You're pleased.
He's like, oh, really, really? I'll tell him. I'll tell him that you think that.
Because he
Jeremy
disagreed
Maclin-
big time.
Yeah, he's way more talent. Way
Yeah.
more. Are you kidding me?
Uh-huh.
Game changer.
But I was with you at the time. I loved Jeremy Maclin when he
Yep.
came into the league.
And you probably sold me out. You're like, 100%, Marlon. I agree. I don't know what this guy's talking about.
You know I
Jeremy
did.
Maclin? No, we're a Jackson. We're a
You know
Jackson
I
crew.
did. Saw Deshaun Jackson in Santa Monica one day. He had a posse. He was really cool.
He's probably hanging out with Marlon.
He's small.
Well, yeah, he is.
That's known, but
You seen the size of a football compared to his head?
about the same size.
Equivalent.
Gotcha. The same, kind of the same question, but for the Dolphins, Devon Chan out for a few weeks now. We're going to be missing that 12 and a half yards a carry. Who steps up for the Dolphins? Does it go back to Raheem must start?
Mostert.
But you must start him. That's the joke.
Oh. That's fantastic.
Shout out Tom Goldberg for that joke. Thank you, Tom. Who steps up for him? Jeff Wilson, practicing, fresh off IR,
I hope so.
Or does
He's
it-
on my roster.
or does it go to Raheem?
He's on
why?
my 0-5. Listen, I drafted the guy.
How many moves have you made?
Listen. So actually, this is the team I didn't draft. But
Are you sure it's not the
ESPN knew something.
I am going to your team?
Real quick, Dakota, unbiased opinion. Look at my fantasy team. Don't look at the record, 0-5, and just tell me.
He's going to tear you apart too, Dakota. Get him.
I got Brock Purdy, though.
Get him. Oh,
That
this is your auto draft?
This is a Purdy penny.
Your auto draft.
But look at that bench. Once they're all healed, man, it's like a zombie graveyard of talent.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know why you have Murray starting at running back.
Make a
but-
change. You want to talk about spicy moves I made in the free
Sure.
agency? None. Dak, hook me up.
That's what I told you it was none. Look at your bench even in your big money league where I'm trying to get Hawk.
Whoa, Cal. Did
What?
you hear, George? Big money league.
Well, compared to the other leagues. We can up it. I'm down to up it.
I need
Cal?
him in that league.
Yes. And so here's the thing. Let's put it on record
You
so we
shall
can
not.
so we can show Cal. Sodie is part of a 2-person team with his father. He's unhappy with his father's performance over the last few seasons.
No, didn't say that. I'm like an owner.
Good, because I'd say it's your performance.
Whoa.
JK.
Wow.
Dude.
JK.
there's- No one's ever gone wrong drafting rookie running backs first round.
I love the method. So it's what's the team name?
The Young Guns.
The Young Guns, and he drafts rookies.
I used to have just a picture of Percy Harvin wearing a Florida Gator #1.
That's
It
beautiful.
was when it was his rookie year.
Chomp chomp.
Yep.
That's when the Young Guns came out.
You got Jamal Williams on your bench, man.
Do I?
Yeah.
That's
Dakota,
good, right?
who steps up in a Chan's absence? Where do the touches go?
Well, no, I mean, I think, they keep running whoever's fast. It's Miami, right?
Seriously.
No, so
it'll be a bit of a committee.
yeah,
I
no.
bet.
Wilson's thing is activated. He's not officially activated yet, so we'll see
Oh,
how
okay.
he progresses.
Okay.
If he's practiced today, but it was limited, so
Gotcha.
hopefully he's back because I picked him up in our dynasty league too.
Nice.
So yeah, you should pat yourself on the back for having him.
I'm not flexible
Auto
enough
draft
to
or
do
not,
that.
but
It's actually something I struggle with every day, so thanks for bringing that up, Dak Chunk.
well, you're welcome. Go cry in the corner. Thoughts and prayers.
Well,
Thoughts
when you
and
have to have your girlfriend come in and wash your back in the shower because you're conscientious about how far your elbows reach,
He'll keep going. He'll keep going
That's
if
the
you
thing.
step in it.
Man,
So watch it. But yeah, the hot hand, the fast hand,
Yeah.
I guess we could say. Hopefully it's not.
is that a Houston Houston Astros reference?
Nope. It's a sports reference.
What's the score? Of the
Sports say that. You got some scenarios for us, Dakota. Sodie, I can't wait to get your opinions on these. You got
Ooh.
and there, what is it?
What do you want to start with? The keep trade cut.
Yeah, the keep trade cut scenarios.
Like flirt.
Oh no, let's finish with that. That's right. You're gonna do what did you say you were gonna do?
What do you want?
You got your best
want
matchups.
Best matchups.
Yep, let's go best matchups.
All right, fantasy best matchups.
Wait,
right?
you did prep?
You did prep.
Always.
So do you not want me to be a part of this anymore?
Do you know I shared this with you because I asked for your email?
You
and then I
shared
shared
prep?
it with you.
When?
Yes, a couple days ago
I don't
when I asked for your email.
neglect you. I
I get it. You don't have a laptop. You're good.
now I'm signed out of Google
You're
Docs
good.
again.
This is a skill of yours. You don't.
Anyways,
You don't
yeah,
need.
you're
Dude,
fine.
my iPhone 8 standard economy edition can barely function right now. Okay.
It's struggling.
The last time they blew the dust off something I could pay cash for at a Best Buy was when I bought this.
Man, I
This-
think they'll give you a free
It's
upgrade.
getting hot.
You gotta
could
be
just-
able to
The
get
back of it is hotter than it should be just because I've had it open for like 20 minutes.
careful. It's gonna blow
Those will
up.
catch on fire. Yeah.
Yep.
It's not a Tesla.
All right. So
Quarterback best matchups, right? Rams
Okay.
at Arizona. Stafford's gonna eat them alive.
So what's the deal with Arizona? They're surprising people with how competitive they've been, but they're still not good, and the defense is bad, right?
Oh, absolutely. I
The
mean,
whole team's kind of trash. Isn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Who's their quarterback?
Dobbs
Where's Kyler?
is still recovering from the ACL.
They're not
Is-
gonna
is
play
he, though?
him. No, because the
No,
thing
probably
is,
not.
right? If they
He's not
say
hurt.
they try to bring him back and he fails his physical, the rest of his contract's guaranteed. They're not running that risk.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Juicy.
yeah. So they're gonna. I bet they try to trade him.
So Stafford, how's he been this year?
Nobody wants Kyler Murray, though, right?
Because I know Ken's been trying to show him off on me, and I've just been like, I don't know.
What if the
Stafford,
Vikings
he's old.
decide that's our quarterback of the future?
Stafford?
Ugh. No, Murray.
Yeah, they might.
What if
Honestly.
KOC drinks a bad, out-of-date beer and says, Murray's our guy, and Kwesi says, sure.
I don't like that, but conversation for another time. How's Stafford been? Has he been all right?
Yeah. He's serviceable.
Okay, and
That's not good.
and you think
But they're
this is
playing
If someone
Arizona.
said,
They're
"I'm
playing
serviceable,"
Arizona.
so? This is the
I'd
week.
say, damn you. Serviceable. What?
You know, that's half of the employees at my hotel. So
He's all right.
Matthew Stafford is currently quarterback 17 in ESPN PPR scoring.
Under mediocre. Under
but again,
average.
outside of the must starts, most start.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're playing him. You should play him. He's playing Arizona. If you do daily fantasy, I'm sure he'll be cheap.
As a guy who has up to this point in the season been good, not great.
Nice.
I'm with you. That's a good one.
I don't have a single one.
So that's your quarterback. What else?
Well, you know, then there's the obvious is KC at Denver. I think Kansas City should go for the record.
Man, should they ever? Because I
like what Miami did?
Yeah.
because I got
Did
Pacheco.
they set the record?
No, they stopped.
I
What
would
is the
love
record?
for that to happen
It's
to
like
Sean
73
Payton.
or something.
Ooh, the
It's like
petty fan in
73.
me would love for that to happen to Sean Payton.
Especially because
Especially if
he
it's
was
Pacheco.
like,
I got Pacheco.
you know, Sean Payton in the offseason, right? Oh, Hackett, worst coaching job in history.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then you get the record set
Wow, yeah,
against you.
like you look pretty
Well, first he
bad.
had the record tied, and then Miami chose not to kick the field goal. They could have set the record. They should
They were
have.
being nice.
They were being nice. That would be the Chiefs.
should have ripped his
Absolutely
throat
should.
out,
They should. They should take. Yes, they should take every opportunity if they have to set the record. To please
So
set
Will
that
Matt
record.
McDaniel ever win?
Who?
Shoot. Mike McDaniel. Mike? Is it Mike McDaniel?
Dolphins.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Mike McDaniel. Will he win Coach of the Year in the next 3 seasons? Because I think he's one of the coolest. So that guy.
I love his quotes. He's hilarious.
He reminds me a lot of me. As far as the weirdness, because I'm weird. You know me. You've
yeah.
known me for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Like I'll play music that amps me up at practice, and it's basically just a Madden soundtrack for these kids, and they'll be like, "Coach bouncing around all weird. Like, what's he doing?" I'm just
Kids
sitting
and kids go.
floundering around.
Good.
Like, is this how you guys dance now? I don't know what it is. It's all hips.
Yeah. Where were you going with that?
Twins are still down 2-3. I don't know.
Oh, we were talking about the Twins. Good. Okay.
Were we?
No.
No, we were not. They should. I have Pacheco in my flex spot. I would love for that to happen.
Yeah, set the record. Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, no, you play every single Kansas City Chiefs player this week.
Yeah. What about the receivers?
Well,
Someone will have something, but who do you pick? I feel like that's a crapshoot.
that's the dart throw. I mean, you play
Yeah.
Kelsey. He's the receiver.
You play Kelsey, you play Pacheco, you play Mahomes, and you don't. Yeah, that's easy.
I think Rice might break out, but
Yeah. I saw something he
Rice
has
always been pretty popular, especially in the East. Most dishes are.
Rice based. Rasheed Rice apparently he has the highest drop rate in the league, but he's been getting his,
Wait, more
his
than the
usage has-
Vikings?
huh? This is a Kansas City Chiefs wide
Yeah,
receiver.
but more. I feel
Oh,
like the
yes.
Vikings.
Well, this is a single player,
Oh,
so not as a team. No,
but still,
Ravens are bad at that too. They might have us beat, honestly.
former Gopher. Watched him drop 2.
Yep.
Let's go. Rashad Bateman. Sky Uma.
Nelson Aguilar dropping them.
yeah, I'm glad I got out from under Bateman in Dynasty.
Yeah, you're trying to give him to me for a while, and I mean, I was just kind of wanting him because he's a Gopher, but glad I didn't.
Yeah. At the end of the draft, almost overpaid for him when he popped up on the auction.
So absolutely play your Chiefs. You do that every week, probably, but this is going to be great. They're playing the Broncos. We can't wait for that. What else you got?
You know, running backs, again, it goes, I'm actually Minnesota at Chicago here.
Who from Minnesota?
That's where you guys come in, right?
Yep.
Who is it? Who's it going to be? Is it Madison or Akers?
Madison's touches went down last week, and Akers went up a little bit.
I think Akers looked good enough to take a
He's
lot of touches.
He's looked in his reps. He has looked good.
I think experience really is the difference there. I think Madison, we all thought he was what? A mini or a bigger version, actually, of Dalvin.
He
just doesn't have the reps.
He's just kind of a bruiser.
And a bruiser doesn't work in this league.
As number one back, correct. He needs to. He's like
Derrick Henry.
I think he's a good change of pace. He's a good change of pace back.
They're
Henry is
so good
special.
at tackling now.
Henry is special. But agreed.
Is he still doing it this year, though?
Man, he had one run where he stiff armed everyone and their mom like 4 times over on his way to the end zone, and it was awesome.
Yeah, but Spears is starting to take touches from him.
Tajay, that's right.
So he's a pickup if he's available in your redraft league.
To your point, Sodie, Derrick Henry, currently the 15th ranked running back in
Mediocre.
ESPN PPR. Good, not great.
Yeah, he's.
I'm not great.
I want one of those tonight.
Yep, only 9 points last week, 23.3 the week before, where he also threw a touchdown, I think.
What?
2 points the week before that, but then 18 and 14. But he's also always been a guy that he gets stronger as the season goes on because people get tired and he just keeps on going.
What's his secret?
So you think Akers over Madison? Do you think that change will happen? Kind of this week?
It's always going to be a committee because we put so much.
We just don't
in
really
Madison.
have that guy.
No.
So
And I'm okay with that. The Chiefs don't have that guy.
So to your point, Dakota, I think the points for the running backs will be there. It might come from two of them. So maybe you're just kind of hoping who gets the touchdown. I would argue that Madison would get the goal line work. So
There you go. That's who you play then.
good. What's next?
Wide receivers, obviously both the Rams, Cup and Puka.
Yep. Puka shells. Sharing the love now.
Cincinnati, great matchup. Does Jamar Chase catch 15 more balls?
Yeah. Everyone was waiting for it to happen, and it happened. Since he's playing who?
Wait, Jamar Chase had 15 catches last week?
Yeah,
Was he on my bench?
If you had him on your bench, that's awful.
No.
He jumped all the way up to the sixth
No, you're right. I did
ranked
not.
wide receiver. He plays Seattle.
Did you see the interview
Christ.
with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase?
It was 19 targets, too.
When Ted Ginn
Ugh.
asked.
He had 52.2. I didn't know he had a third touchdown. Christ, he had 52.2 points.
Right? And I went against Jace and lost.
Did Jace have Jamar?
No, I have Jamar.
And you played him?
Yeah.
And you lost. Okay. We're gonna
Listen,
bring.
man,
All right. Pause. We're bringing up the box score.
rebuild. It's a rebuild.
Oh man, can't
Can we
wait.
do 2 episodes tonight? Can we do like a halftime at an hour and then just start a second one?
Probably not, but let's consider it.
Shot down.
Consistency is what you need in the podcast game, man. Told you this. Can't just be willy-nilly about posting and people don't know what to expect.
Well, don't post it for a week.
Yeah.
Then it's kind of like having an extra mortgage payment.
We're current events, dude.
Okay. Post it midweek.
People are going to be like, oh, so last week.
Can we do an after party that my mom doesn't know about or have a link to?
Where we can do more F words?
Yeah.
Yep.
Not that I don't want to listen to all the content.
Should
Mom.
absolutely factor that in for the show in the future. Anyways, so that
Someone suggested tonight.
hold up. Where's this box score? Purdy Penny, you played. Oh, so you got Johnny this week, so it might be a good rebound week for you.
Well, it's cool. He's on a 3-loss streak. So as a guy on a 5-loss streak, I'm pretty optimistic.
Okay, good. That's the Sacco Bull. Where are you?
So Tom Brady's going to play for Michigan
Pretty.
Wolverines next year. Did you guys know that?
That's great.
Is he just gonna change his name? Here we go.
No.
So Sodie,
Tom Brady.
you.
He'll play for a college football team.
What are you talking about? You didn't have Jamar Chase.
What do you think?
Oh, no,
about
you
that?
did. You totally did. So here's the rest of your team.
You don't have to say the whole team.
No, I'm going to.
You don't have to.
So you lost. Oh, okay.
By a little.
The joke is not there because you had a lot of points and the guy against you had just a few more. You
said I lost
you
by
had
a
a very
little.
good week.
I did.
And I'll apologize, but we're still going to go through it now. Brock Purdy with 26.
Nailed it. That's the backbone of my squad.
Love Brock Purdy. Tyler Algier with 9.5. Latavius. Why are you playing Latavius Murray? Is that your best option? And you don't want to trade?
Listen,
You're
No,
playing
that's-
Latavius Murray?
I just swapped him out for him. So
Thanks. Man. Okay, good.
But you.
God.
So the person he just put into my lineup was
solid one.
Was
You played a guy who
not
got,
who was in it.
you played Latavius Murray who got you 1.7.
right, and so go to his bench, and what other running backs does he have? I'm sure they put up more.
Listen, I'm
Josh
currently in talks
Kelly and Rashad White.
with my brother,
And
who's
White.
trying to help me out of this situation. He's trying to help me.
Well,
ESPN.
first step is admitting.
Yeah.
Second,
I have a problem.
second step is probably deciding that you need to make trades.
Well, the problem is, I just maybe they'll turn around.
That is your problem. It's exactly your problem.
There's,
We're going to go through a weekly therapy session when it comes to this until you
I
make
thought
a
that's
trade
why we
or-
did this podcast.
It's a bit therapeutic.
Yeah.
Man, I'm only fired up about it because I've tried so many times to trade you, and you just stick to your guns, and it makes no sense because your team is trash.
You and Kula both. Seriously, Brian Kula he texts me once a week.
Jason and I almost had an hour-long conversation about it, about how frustrating you are
Well,
in fantasy football
at least you guys are talking about me.
because we love you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm
When's
sorry.
Jace
You had
coming
a very good week. I talked to him the other day, and he would like to. So
Okay.
we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
So, okay, Dakota, any others?
I'm off thought here.
Is that
so,
is that what you got?
yeah.
Those were your plays? Well, those are good plays. So, let's...
Can I tell you why Tom Brady's going to play for Michigan next year?
Yeah. Yeah, because
It's
we're wrapping
it's
up.
breaking
What do you
news.
got?
I'm breaking this.
Okay.
I'm going to be the first one. So, college eligibility. I don't know if anyone saw the X. By the way, do we have an X account yet?
Yeah.
We do?
Yep.
Okay. So
I'll show you.
John Harbaugh X'd.
Would you like access?
I'd love access to
Yeah.
X.
Yeah.
Great.
I have my own one, but I just made it after going to the Tool concert, and I was feeling existential, man.
No, it's
I'm
the...
hopping on Twitter.
How was that concert?
Oh, my God. My
Nice.
Amber, she's done so many incredible things for me in my life, but one of them was just said, I saw Tool was coming to Target Center. I got us tickets. It's like 2 months away. Cool.
Yeah, they're on our
I
calendar.
started listening to Tool when I met her, probably about 5 years ago. And I was like, oh, Tool's cool. The more I listened to Tool, I was like, oh my God, Tool is, they're writing the future. They're breaking the code, man. I saw them live. One of the greatest performances. They 100% focus on the audience. If your phone comes up, you get one warning. After that, you're out of the show. Out. I watched
Good.
probably
That's great.
17 people get kicked out of that concert.
Wow.
And it made for a great
What
experience.
about like the phone flashlight?
At the end, he says, I know you guys are all crackheads for your phones, so I'm going to do 2 more songs. You can have your phones out and film it and show everybody that you saw me.
Great.
Yep.
I love that he did it that way.
And he goes, but, thank you for not doing it for those who didn't. Those who did, hope the parking lot's warm.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't want anyone to have the experience ruined.
Well, that's how it should be. I mean,
Yeah,
no
totally
one's going to
agree.
go back and watch those videos.
I do all the time.
Totally agree, though.
Dude, Maynard Wales.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. He's so much fun to watch.
Good. Well, guys.
Seriously?
Yeah. We hit the hour. That's all we got. How are the Twins doing?
Wait, Tom Brady.
Go.
So
Go.
college eligibility goes
Yeah.
away as soon as you become a professional.
Yep.
Now that NIL rules are in play, college players can get paid. So now those eligibility rules are gone. John Harbaugh X'd Tom Brady and said, how about coming back to help out your old alma mater? Everyone went, oh my gosh, quarterback's coach, offensive coordinator, all this stuff. I went, that little punk is going to play quarterback. And he'll make more money. If I looked at some of the numbers,
He's going to enroll for like an extra degree.
he has 1 year of eligibility left at Michigan. That went away as soon as he became a professional. As soon as but now it's back.
happening. Oh, no.
So Tom Brady's going to play for Michigan. He'll make $90 million in NIL. Whoever came up with that, enjoy the monster you created, because Minnesota Gopher football is now going to be a farm league for probably Wisconsin. So Chunky Salsa's going to love that. Go Badgers.
Very true. Good stuff. That's a great way to end. What's the Twins update?
Oh,
Oh, they're losing.
Well,
no, but maybe by a slim margin.
we don't know. We don't know yet.
You know how many plays it takes to score a run in baseball? One.
Like swing of the dang bat.
You know how many seconds it takes to score a
3-2
goal in
going
hockey?
into the 9th.
It's 3-2 going to the 9th. Turn the rally cap up. Let's go, baby.
Going into the 9th.
That's right.
Woo, fingers
Great to
crossed.
meet you,
Can't
Nate.
wait to
Absolutely.
Dakota.
talk about a Twins bottom of the 9th rally next week, guys.
That's right. Comeback City.
God, this was fun.
This goes way too fast.
It sure does. But we'll see you next week, guys. Say your goodbyes.
Au revoir, go fair.
Deuces.